Welcome to Edney Studios. I am Edney, and in this video we are come to learn how to do high-end retouching. Please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to this channel. Let's get started. Okay, so you first duplicate the layer. After duplicating this layer, you rename it blemish. You choose the spot healing brush tool and you start removing the spots from the skin. So talking about spots, the pimples, the acne, all those things, you remove all those black spots from the image. So after removing the acne, by creating a screenshot, so you use Shift Control Alt E. So you create a screenshot of the whole thing, and then you use an action which I've linked in the bio and in the calling card. You create frequency separation layers, and then you start your frequency separation. So when doing the frequency separation, you paint slowly on specific parts of the image. So kind of as I'm painting on this forehead, you make sure you paint and not mix it with other parts of the body. So paint very carefully and paint so you are mixing that specific part of the body, and you kind of make every place smooth. As I've said, the link to these actions, so I have an action of frequency separation and dodging and bending. I've linked or in the bio, so you can check it out. So when doing frequency separation, you make sure you zoom out to see whether what you're doing is good or is nice. Yeah, it's according to how you want to do it, and that's it. So these are the mixer brush 2 settings I use to do the frequency separation. You could use different, it could differ, but this is what I use, and I get the image, the results I get. So yeah. Please, by the way, a sub to the channel will be very nice. Thank you.
sun, searching for a longer day.
And also, as you can see, I'm kind of painting smoothly. So this as a result of using a graphics tablet. Using graphics tablet will help improve your frequency separation, dodging, your Photoshop skills. It will help improve it a lot. So just buy one of these cheap graphics tablets and you are good to go.
So insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe once again. Thank you.
Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke.
Okay, so now I've used the action to create the dodging and bend layers, and so you select the brush tool, you decrease the opacity. So I also use this black and white adjustment layer as a help layer, so it helped me know where to dodge and where to bend. So kind of these black spots for bending and then the white spots for dodging. This helps you. It's not necessarily using them, but it helps you know, like, get your way around the dodging and bending. So we bending for darkening, or for bringing the darkness, kind of darkening some parts of the skin, and then the dodge for brightening or adding more lights or highlights here. So the bending is for bringing shadows and the dodging for highlights, as you can see. so you can clean the places you don't want. So as you burning and dodging some places where you want to clean, you just switch to the black foreground and you erase it. As easy as that. So as we finish frequency separation, we kind of flattened the image, neglecting the highlights and the shadows and stuff. So as we finish the frequency separation, we are using this dodge and bend to bring back these highlights and the shadows, making the image more 3D and nicer. So you hold Alt and click on the background layer to help you view the before, the starting of the image, or the before when you've not added anything, and then after, so you see how you progressing and seeing whether you are improving and kind of the results, seeing your before and after. That's it.
Yeah.
So after this, we are come to color grade the skin, making the skin tones and stuff look nicer and greater. And also because the face is, I think I see some discolorations, the difference in colors between the face and the body. So I created a new selective color adjustment layer only for the body, and kind of trying to match the body with the face. So the face was kind of dark and having more magenta in it, so I tried to bring in more yellows, trying to match the face. So doing little adjustments to the George and Ben still. Yeah. I want it to be as perfect as I can make it to be, so So after this, I wanted to change the background of the image, the color, make it brighter, and that will make the image or the color grade or the retouch pop more. So this me trying to change the background. So you select the subject, you select the subject, then you cut it out so that you can deal with the background alone. So you select the subject. After selecting the subject, then you create a negative mask. Then you use the hue and saturation to adjust the hue, the saturation, and the lightness to bring this color I'm trying to bring. Then that's it. So I duplicated the skin grading so that the skin can match the background a little more. So as I increase the brightness as I change the color of the background, now I wanted to make the skin grading also a little saturated to match the saturation of the background. So after this, I wanted to whiten. So after this, trying to whiten the eye. So whiten the eye, you select you use the hue saturation adjustment layer once again. You click on that, then you select the eye. That you use that to target a specific color. Then we change the hue, the saturation, and the lightness of the color. So we are kind of changing. So we see some reds, the blood vessels in the thing. So we selected that color, then we change the saturation. So we decrease the saturation, decreasing the saturation of red, we make it a little whiter kind of. So we decrease the saturation and then we increase the lightness, so it brings the whiteness more. You create a layer mask, or kind of you invert it so that we paint on that specific part of the eye and leaving the rest. You go to layer, new, and layer. You change the blending mode to soft light, and then you choose the fill with 50% gray. You change it back after you've pressed OK to the normal, and this will help. This is a layer that will help us add a little texture to the image, bringing a little texture to the image. So after everything, you change the blending mode again back to soft light. Then you invert the layer mask, and now you paint it to the specific parts of the face you want to paint it on. So as you can see, we're adding some little textures to the image.
Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. I'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a ride.
So after this, I try to blur the texture to kind of not make it that sharp, but so you blur it to just add a little point, 0.0, 0.1, 0.2 blur, just a subtle blur to the texture. It's very subtle.
Light is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always
So then you create another screenshot of the whole thing again. Shift Control Alt E, then you go to filter, then you choose camera raw, and this we are come to just edit the whole image. So I increase a little, I increase the exposure, increase the contrast a little bit, the highlights to boost the highlights, then the shadows also decrease the blacks and other things. As you can see, then you get a nicer image, well-lit image.
Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a ride.
So this is the before and this is the after. Kind of nice. Subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace.